You'll think you're looking at Aquaman. I summon fish to the dish, although I like the chalet Swiss, I like the sushi, cause it's never touch a frying pan. Hot like wasabi when I...
Hey everyone, this is Josh from before, and I'm here with McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Aquaman, apparently from Endless Winter, whatever you say. Good looking photo on the back. It's odd that this guy is lumped in with the Endless Winter wave, which is, I thought was a self-contained build-a-figure wave of 4. And yet for some reason, our first comic Aquaman is Endless Winter. This guy just arrived on my doorstep thanks to Amazon pre-order, which has been hit or miss lately. Sometimes they come through fairly early, sometimes other sources are getting them first. So you roll the dice. Let's get this guy out of here. Okay, this is just a really nice looking comic book action figure. I love the contrast of the irregular scales against the smooth legs there. It makes it really sharp. The colors are really vibrant. The hair and the face sculpt have a lot of personality. And the trident is such a great accessory. This thing just looks picture perfect. Let's come in closer. Let's put his trident off to the side for a minute. It did come a bit warped out of the box, but we'll look at that closer in a moment. Start off with his portrait. He does have significant side eye, but this is so cool. The hair looks really good. It's got a little bit of highlight on the hair to make it pop. It does have a little bit of weird sort of like crusty crud kind of right up there, the hairline. But the hair moves really, the little tendrils of hair move really well when you start turning the head, and he does take on a lot of different sort of attitudes when you move his head. Wow, ton of range. See if we can get it tilt upward, because we know we're gonna have him swimming. The edges of the beard look really great too, because sometimes the jawline is kind of where the heads take a turn for looking a little imperfect, and that just looks really sharp and nice. And these scales are just really beautiful. Scales on the butterfly sort of washer sort of piece here, that if you turn them too far, they start to smooth out and not look as good, but it's great that they put that texture on there. Tons of range at the shoulder is going to be great for swimming. Biceps feel a little loose. Double elbows are as good as you get. Not the best looking there, but tons of range at the wrists. Great forward crunch. And backwards too. You get a little bit of gap in there. It is what it is. A little bit more when you go to the side as well. It's not that bad. It's not that bad, and I mean, Legends don't do this shit, so it's really not that bad. Lots of range in the torso. You love to see that. Fairly well fleshed out bulge right here, which, you know, is good to know. Good to know. Love those fins on the back of his legs. They do keep his double elbows from getting all the way flush, you know, calf against the thigh, but the range at the hips is huge. Which again is going to be great for swimming. Now let's come down to this. Look at that. A sculpted ball joint ankle. Love to see that. Taking it to the next level. Toes as usual. Highly articulated. All right, now his trident here, which looks good and all, but it was fairly warped right out of the box, which is unfortunate, especially this isn't even like the softest, most gummiest kind of material they use for the accessory. This is, semi-rigid. So for it to be all warped out of shape like that right on the back, that kind of sucks. But the details are really cool. The shape of the points is really neat. Nice little details here at the handle. So I am glad they gave him 2 accessory holding hands so they could hold the trident in 2 hands or either hand, however you want to do it. But this is a character where it really would have been nice to have some extra hand options. Thinking about like these, Superman flying hands would look great for like sculling the water, swimming kind of hands essentially. Would have been nice. I mean, this would be my first choice for extra hand options, not above a fist, these swimming hands. And following that same line of thought, I think this guy would have been a great contender for a flight stand, just for swimming poses. I know we can't get everything with every figure, I'm just kind of saying something to consider. Say, something like this, a flight stand, would have come in very handy. A lot of fun posing potential here with this guy. I think, swimming and underwater poses really offers some cool dynamic potential there. Now here is where it's getting really exciting as the Justice League starts to finally come together almost completely. And, I've always been a big vocal fan of this original Wave 1 Superman. He is starting to show his age a little bit next to some of these more recent figures. So maybe they do owe us a new one, and maybe slightly taller, not a short, squat one with the exact same infected body buck over and over again. And while we're here, let's take a moment, sound off in the comments in honor of today's Hall of Fame entry, Current Felice. Current, appreciate you participating in so many of the live streams, coming and sharing your enthusiasm and your creative ideas. It is always a pleasure for everyone whenever you're hanging out. So thank you, Curran. And then let's look at him next to the Drowned. And these two could have a whale of a time together. Whale because of underwater. Aquaman, this is great. It's good to have an Aquaman. I'm sure plenty of folks out there will give this guy a hook hand. That'll be great. Definitely, a paint wash would bring out these scales even more. The sculpt is really, really nice. A keeper for me, definitely must pick up if you are trying to build a 7-inch McFarlane Justice League. I will see you all on the next one. Until then, thanks for watching. Bye.